Hello, welcome back. My continuation of my book reading of The Invisible Man. Chapter 5, The Robbery at the Vicarage. The robbery at the vicarage happened in the early hours of Whit Monday, the day when Epping held its spring fair. Mrs. Bunting, it seems, woke up suddenly in the stillness that comes before the sunrise, with a strong feeling that the door of their bedroom had opened and closed. She did not wake her husband, at first, but sat up in the bed listening. She then clearly heard the sound of bare feet coming out of the next room and walking along the passage towards the stairs. As soon as she felt sure of this, she woke her husband as quietly as she could. She did not hit the lamps, but put on his glasses and a pair of soft shoes and went out of the bedroom to listen. He heard quite clearly someone moving in the study downstairs, and then the sound of a violent sneeze. At that, he returned to his bedroom, armed himself with a poker, and went downstairs as silently as he could. Mrs. Bunting stood at the top of the stairs. It was about 4 o'clock, and the last darkness of the night had passed. There was a faint light in the passage. The study door stood half open. Everything was quiet and still, except the sound of the stairs under Mr. Bunting's feet and the slight movement in the study. He heard a drawer being opened and the sound of papers. Then came some swearing, and a match was struck, and the study was full of yellow light. Mr. Bunting was now in the hall, and through the half-open door he could see the desk, an open drawer, and a lamp burning on the desk. But he could not see the thief. He stood there considering what to do, and Mrs. Bunting, her face white with fear, walked slowly downstairs after him. They heard the noise of coins and knew that the thief had found the housekeeping money, £2 and 10 shillings in gold and silver. That sound made Mr. Bunting very angry. Holding the poker firmly, he ran into the room, closely followed by Mrs. Bunting. "Come on, my dear," and then Mr. Bunting stopped. The room was perfectly empty, but they knew that they had heard someone moving in the room. They stood still for half a minute. Then Mrs. Bunting went across the room, looked behind the curtain, while Mr. Bunting looked under the desk and up the chimney and pushed the poker up into the darkness. Then they stood still, looking at each other questioningly. "I was quite sure," said Mrs. Bunting. "The lamp," said Mr. Bunting. "Who lit the lamp?" "The drawer," said Mrs. Bunting. "And the money's gone." She went quietly to the doorway. "Who in the world?" Then there was a loud squeeze in the passage. They rushed out, and as they did so, the kitchen door closed. "Bring the light," said Mr. Bunting, and led the way. As he opened the kitchen door, he saw the back door opening. The garden beyond was lit by the first faint light of sunrise. He was certain that nothing went out of the door. It stood open for a moment and then closed with a loud bang. They searched outside for a minute and more before they came back into the kitchen. The place was empty. He locked the back door and examined the kitchen and all the rooms thoroughly. There was no one to be found in the house, though they searched upstairs and down. When daylight came, the vicar and his wife were still searching by the unnecessary light of the dying lamp. "Of all the surprising events, this is," began the vicar of the 20th time. "My dear," said Mrs. Bunting, "there's a servant coming down. Just wait here until she has gone into the kitchen and then go upstairs." That was the end. Chapter 5, The Robbery at the Vicarage. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.